After 3 months of improvements made to the engine, Godot 4.1 is ready for beta testing. The main focus of this release is gradual changes that polish user experience and stabilize features added in Godot 4.0. At the same time, engine contributors managed to implement quite a few exciting new tools, as well as majorly rework some of the existing systems to make creating games and apps with Godot even more convenient. In conclusion, as every beta is a period of time of bug fixes and improving the existing features. So let's check out this new version. So in order to try out this new version, we're going to go to the official website godotengine.org. And then here we're going to scroll down a little bit until the latest news, Dev Snapshot Godot 4.1 Beta 1. In the introduction of the video, I read this piece of information, and also a little bit of here just clarifying what a beta period is. This post is quite long because as you can see there is a lot of information here. So as usual, what I recommend you to do is to read the whole highlights and features if you want to really know all the new stuff. But well, there isn't something that will blow away your mind or something like that, because as I said before, this version is about gradual changes that polish user experience and stabilize features added in Godot 4.0. So in this version, we are not going to see some new amazing features. On the other hand, we're going to see some bug fixes and things like that. So then how to download this version is the same as usual. We're going to jump to the download section, and here the download for this Dev Snapshot can be found directly on our repository. So here select the standard build or the version with C# support. In my case, I want to download the standard build, and then here I'm going to look for the version for Windows 64, that is right here. So as usual, this is a compressed file where we have the executable of Godot and also the console of Godot, which is this one. Let's just open the executable version of Godot. Nice, here we have it. Actually, we have here the tags that were added in the past version. If you don't know what these tags are, I will be leaving a link in the description to the video I'm talking about these tag systems. Okay, so in this new version, as you can see, there is nothing new in the interface, as I told you. So I'm just going to quickly create a new project, and this is going to be named 4.1 Beta 1. I will create a new folder and create an edit. As usual, Godot doesn't take a lot of time to just open and create a project. That's very nice. Something they haven't solved yet is this warning we've solved in a previous video, but it's quite strange, weird, call it as you want, to have a warning when you have just opened a project and you haven't set up anything. And I believe obviously that shouldn't happen. But well, let's just try something very simple. I will create a new 2D scene and I will name it main. I will then click Ctrl S to save it right here. To make something very simple, I think we should use a Sprite 2D, and I will quick load the icon of Godot, and maybe I should center it right here, for example. Then to this main node, I'm going to attach a script with object empty template, and right here I'm going to call the function ready, that remember is called when we start playing the game. Inside this function I'm gonna grab my sprite and I will change the modulate, which is like the color, to color.red, for example, in capitals. Then I'm gonna press play, select my current scene as the main one, and here we have our icon in red. As you can see, everything is very similar. For example, they talked in the post about the make floating feature that was added a couple of versions ago. Some improvements about how it worked or something like that. But I think there weren't a lot of problems, or well, personally I haven't experienced much problems with this feature, but works very nice and it's incredible. Because, well, for example, I will have Godot right here, and then I will have here my file system. For example, of course, here is, you have no limit here and you can make anything related to Windows. Overall, this version works perfectly fine. The only thing that I believe they should fix is the warning that you receive as soon as you create the project. As I told you before, as soon as you create any kind of project, I believe any kind, you receive that warning. And I know you have to, here in the project settings, select a Blender or something related to that. But personally, having a warning as soon as you create the project and you haven't set up anything, it's quite annoying. However, if we leave that behind, the version works perfectly fine. But well, there aren't a lot of things, that this is just a beta. And as there was in the post, it's just about bug fixes and that kind of stuff. They aren't going to add much features, I believe. So if you want to stay tuned to the latest news of Godot, subscribe to the channel. Leave me in the comments what you think about Godot, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.